How do you become a movement player in COD Mobile? In this video, we will look at how you can have good movement as well as some of the best movement techniques you can use in COD Mobile. You see, your steering sensitivity is what helps you to dodge enemy shots. You can also use your movement buttons to control your camera, and this makes doing movements 10 times faster and easier. Momentum also helps you launch attacks and change positions accurately, but you probably don't know how some of these things improve your movements, and that's why I am here. Let's begin. You see, you don't need fancy movement to become a movement player. You just need to understand how movement works. Then you can start to win more fights and also escape enemy players. The first thing to understand is your steering sensitivity. Now, this is the foundation of your movement. It controls the way you look around when you are not aiming down sight with your weapon. If you don't get this right, just forget movement. You need to find and master your steering sensitivity first, before any other sensitivity. Finding your steering sensitivity. To find your steering sensitivity, head into the training mode. Stand in the middle, spawn a bot using these settings. Make sure the bot moves fast. Now try to track the movement. If you find yourself struggling to keep up, then increase your steering sensitivity by 10. Keep doing this until you find it a lot easier to track the bot. If you keep passing the bot, that's because your steering sensitivity is too high. So reduce it by 10 until you get to a figure you are super comfortable with. Drills. These are some things you can do to master your steering sensitivity fast, but I don't want to bore you, so we should keep that at the end of the video. Let's dive into the more practical parts of this video. Turn from slide. Now, sliding is a major part of your movement as a player in COD Mobile. Although you are allowed to use multiple fingers in the game, sometimes it's a good idea to reduce the need for that in your gameplay. A great example is turning from a slide. Take a look at this. I heard the enemy player coming at me, so I slid out of the way, turned my view, and then took them out. I did the slide and the turn with just one button and one finger. The long method is to hit the slide button and then use a different finger to steer your screen towards the target before aiming and shooting at them. But the short and best way to do it is to hit the slide button and drag on your screen from that same button. This eliminates the need to use another finger to turn your screen, making your slide cleaner and more precise, just like in this clip. And yes, two-finger players would greatly benefit from this. Another way to improve your movement is through speed changes. When you aim down sight with your gun, you move at a slower speed compared to when you hip fire. In this clip, you can see me start with hip fire right before I switch to ADS. On the enemy screen, you move at a faster speed and this catches them off guard. You can also switch to a secondary if you are trying to dodge the enemy shots. By changing your speed in an instant, the enemy's aim assist on you gets turned off for a brief moment, giving you the chance to survive and win the fight. Abuse momentum. The next way to improve your movement in COD Mobile is to learn and understand momentum. There are 3 ways to do this. Ledge boost. You see, every ledge in COD Mobile gives you an advantage over other players when you slide over it. You get a little speed boost, and the angle you're sliding from always makes you a difficult target to hit. Look at this clip for instance. I knew I would get pushed by the second guy, so I slid over the ledge. This helped me move fast, buying myself enough time to fire back at them. Next is jump slide. You'll find yourself pairing this up with the ledge boost. This is when you jump and then hold your slide button. Use this to get through windows quickly and also launch attacks on enemy players. You can also use this to escape enemy shots. Here's an example of me using it. And if you take a look at the enemy's POV, you see that I drop down with a lot of force and speed. When it comes to abusing momentum, make sure the jump slide technique is at the top of your list. Redirection. You can also use momentum to redirect yourself in COD Mobile. You see, this would confuse the enemy players and it is very useful for running away. For example, you can see me spawn trapping the enemy team. Yes, taking them down was easy, but in order to give myself a good position to continue the fight, I had to slide away and redirect myself to the right.
Standing by.
This helped me dodge the enemy shots, giving me a chance to come back and continue the fight. By the end of the video, I'll provide some movement drills which you can use to also practice and master redirection. Now that you understand movement to some extent, you're well on your way towards having good movements in COD Mobile. The next thing you need to do is to learn some movement techniques that are available in the game. We will start with the basic slide jump. You hit your slide button and then your jump button. It's simple. Next is jump slide. You jump and then hold your slide button. Just use this to go through windows quickly or jump over ledges and obstacles faster. Next is backslide. You sprint, look back, slide, and then look forward. The higher your steering sensitivity, the easier it is for you to do. Next is double slide. You do this when trying to put yourself in a good position or when you don't know where the enemy might come from. You slide jump and then hold your slide button, making you slide twice. We also have slide peek. You slide to get some visual information on what's inside a room, but make a turn and then jump. Next is the dolphin jump. You slide towards the left or right, look in the opposite direction, and then jump before adjusting your aim on the target. Everything needs to be quick, and you use this to confuse the enemy player when they start shooting at you first, allowing you to throw off their aim. Next is slide cancel. Newer weapons don't need slide cancel, but you'll find this useful when you use older weapons. It helps to smoothen your slide by removing the slide animation. To do this, you need your slide and your ADS buttons. You slide and then immediately tap on the ADS button. You do this almost at the same time. If you use one tap ADS, you can also use your shoot button for this. We also have the zigzag strafe. Use this for dodging enemy shots when you know you can't reach them. It's simple. You turn side to side while sprinting. You don't have to turn too often, just be smooth with it. I use this when I have a shotgun or the purifier and I can't reach the enemy player because they are far away. You'll need to master your steering sensitivity for this. Next is strafing. Now you can use strafing to dodge the enemy shots and win more fights. All you have to do is move side to side while shooting at the enemy player. The faster you go, the better it is. You can also combine all of these movement techniques and turn it into a movement combo. Use movement drills. You can practice your movements by performing some movement drills, and I have a few for you. The first one is for redirection. Head over to the Nuketown map, run and jump slide through the bus, but make sure you turn and end up by the side of the bus. Do this until you get used to it. You can make this more effective by doing it clockwise and anti-clockwise. Next is to train the way you make a turn, both quickly and slowly. Stand by the spots, sprint in a straight line like this, then make a 180-degree turn. You train your fingers to know how fast to turn or how much distance to move on your screen to make a 180-degree turn. This will help you make better and more precise turns, which you can use for movement. Practice your jump slide and ledge boost too by using these windows. You can also use these railings. Feel free to spawn a bot in these angles so that when you perform the drills, you set the goal to shoot at them. This one technique also helps you master crosshair placement because you still always have to maintain your crosshair level when doing movements in the game. And lastly, you need to learn how to fully control your view without relying on your joystick. Make sure you have joystick auto sprint enabled. Now move your joystick so that it can start running automatically. You will control your view and avoid obstacles. Get to the wooden railing over here. While still auto sprinting, jump on it and drop at the end. You can do this over and over again for about a minute. So make sure you do these drills every once in a while in order to train your movements. It helps you master your sensitivity as well. But honestly, movement in COD Mobile takes a while to master. So take your time to understand how everything works, learn the movement techniques and tricks, and practice as often as you can, even when you are not in a gunfight. Good luck.